Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Arti. I hope you all are doing well. So in this video, I'm going to practice in English. Whatever I will say only in English and I will explain everything in English so that I can be more habitual of using this. So please watch this video till the end. I just want to share one thing, like have you ever heard about like creating a group for your practice on WhatsApp? I've done it before for myself. Now I have also joined some of my friends in that group, and I'm hoping that one by one many people will add into that. But I don't know, should I share that link with you all or not? Apart from that, I just want to share one thing that if you really want to do that practice, there are so many ways, not only one way, there are lots of ways. It depends on you how you do your practice. So what I have seen for the last few days, I have started again listening to podcasts, and this is one perspective of mine about those podcasts. I just listen those podcasts actively, that I just listen that how they are saying something, how they are using different words in English, how they are explaining things. It's kind of a storytelling. What they are doing, they are just they are experienced and they are sharing all the experience which they have done. So now this is kind of storytelling for them and explanation of what they did and how something has happened with them. Apart from that, there are lots of question answering is happening in those podcasts. So we will get to know about different perspective of English, how we can question someone, how we can contradict with someone. If I am not agree with you, how will I say that? There are so many points which we notice while listening to podcasts. So sometimes, yeah, we listen that what they are trying to say and what is the concept and how they are putting their opinion on something, and we notice all of that. This is subconsciously we are focusing on that. But if we are as a English learner is going to learn what we can learn as from the English perspective, we need to listen carefully most of the time. And apart from that, we need to see how they are using different vocab, like so easily, without like effortlessly, they are just using those words in their spoken. As I told you that I am fond of listening to podcast and I just love to listen different people. But later I got to know about this, that podcasts are sometimes promoted by someone, like they are taking money for doing podcast with someone, like special guest on their show. So this concept has literally like ruined my all the opinion about those podcasts. Now I started watching very specific podcast. I stopped watching and listening to other podcasts because I feel that they are fraud kind of. I just don't believe in those because they are somehow giving a different narrative. They are setting different narratives so that they can do PR kind of things. But I just don't like to do these kind of things. So I think that this is not my kind of thing. I will listen to those podcasts which are very genuine and which are not like biased. So there is one podcast which I feel that is so much useful for us, very beneficial for students. And apart from that, that person is literally so much like hardworking and so genuine and very honest with his work. And whatever he does with 100% dedication, that I have just seen on a screen. I don't know personally anyone, and we can't know everyone, right? But the thing is, the work that he has done in last few years, I just admire him. I just adore the efforts which he has done and the transition that he has done in his life, and how he has done a big change in his life by promoting different things, by sharing different knowledge with the students. And he is also a very confident communicator, and he is a very good speaker also, and he speaks so fluently, and his choice of words is very specific, and he speaks like a very good speaker. And I just feel that if we have to improve our spoken, if we really want to work on our different parts of English, like forgot to give the name of that podcast, that is think school. It's a big title, and it means a lot for students also, because we are learning so many things from that platform. Apart from that, that learnings from such person, such legend, who has done lots of improvements in himself, and he is improving lots of lives by just sharing his learning. So I just feel, if you really investing your time into something, just invest your time in some places where you think that you are going there and you will get something out of it, and you will use that in your life, and it is going to help you and giving you benefit in any other way, like you will get benefit out of it, right? So do something. As a student, we have already very limited time, and if we will invest our time into such fraud things and which are not genuine, which are very fake and just for the screen, and don't follow those people, because just cut out or follow, because they are noise. And if you have to get that, you need to choose what is good for you and what is right for you. Okay, sorry for too much explanation, but that is what something which I was thinking of sharing with you, so I shared it. And apart from that, last day I listened one podcast, and that was very specific about doctors and how the hospitality of the hospital, जो भी business mind होता है between so many people, like how they work and how it happens. So I just got to know about how healthcare system of India has been disrupted, and how it's going on, and how doctor and patients are stuck in that vicious circle, that they are not able to come out of it. And there are so many efforts which everyone, as a doctor, as a patient, we are trying to change, but nothing is going to change, because there is a different perspective when there is a different vicious circle. And I'm afraid, and I'm very scared that how is it going to work like this. Like, I have got to know about everything which was shared in that video, and I'm feeling like I'm also going to become a doctor, and I will also have to see this scenario in my life. And what will I do at that point? I will also have to follow the same thing which is every doctor is following right now, because of force and because of that pressure on their head, because they have to live their life. They can't compromise with their families privileges, their lifestyle. They will have to do something, and they will have to find any solution under that pressure. I have literally made that mind, how is that going to happen? How will I handle all of this? It's just very scary, like how patients are being looted in the hospital, and how hospital are just taking out their revenue through like non-useful surgeries, and how they are doing everything just to want some money, because they have invested that money in their infrastructure, in their instruments and devices in the hospital. And it's very very vicious and very very dangerous. I feel, sometimes, how is that possible, and how will I handle all of this? I'm just not able to express the feeling, but I'm feeling like, I'm also going into that area where I'm still feeling very scary. How will I face that thing, and how will I choose what is good for me, what is not? I was not interested in sharing this, but something which is already going in your head, how you can control yourself from sharing that. And it is very, very complicated process, very intricate process, where everyone just is stuck and can't come out of it. I just want to say one thing, that it's really very difficult to become a doctor, and after that you can't come out of that vicious circle which has pressurized by someone. Like, you have to survive this, you have to face these challenges, because you can't go anywhere, because this is your job, and you will have to compromise with patience, because you want to create that revenue through those patients. And I just don't want to talk about it, because we'll see when we will cross that bridge. So yeah, apart from that, I also told you that, I have learned some idioms, and let me tell you that I don't revise every day, but I just can remember few of them. Number one is cut to the chase. That means just directly come on the point, which is the main point of the story, and tell me what happened. Like, don't beat around the bush, just cut to the chase and tell me what happened. So this is one. Number two, take it with the grain of salt. That means be cautious, be skeptical. That means don't take it too much, very much seriously. Just take it with some cautious, because if you will get to know about later that this was not true, or this was not the real information, then it will be very difficult, right? So that's why we say that if your friend has suggested you something, and he's offering you something, just take it with a grain of salt, and imagine that you are going to take it, but you will have to be more careful before doing that. Bite your tongue. That means don't speak too much. Like, speak in limit, and don't say such things which are not good for someone. Like, so yeah, bite your tongue and just keep quiet, because it is not important to discuss right now. Next idiom is rain on someone's parade. That means you are spoiling someone's event, someone's mood, someone's plan. Like, don't do that. So if you really want to discuss something, just discuss that separately. Don't rain on someone's parade, because it is something which he's going to do because he's very excited about that. Beat around the bush, that you already know, that means you are indirectly talking about something, you are complicating that conversation, you are not coming directly on the main point. So that's why I was just explaining things in a very long way. My mother told me, just don't beat around the bush and tell me what you are saying, and make it very concise to me and just explain very shortly. Now, overall, I just want to conclude all of those idioms which I've shared in the last video and in this video. Number one, break a leg, that means kind of good luck. You are saying someone that good luck. Number second, bite off more than you can chew, taking more responsibility than you can handle. Number third, make a mountain out of the molehill. It means you are exaggerating something which is not too important. And number fourth is at your fingertips. It means something is very easy for you and you can do it. And number five, you can rain on someone's parade. That means you are spoiling someone's mood or plan or something. And next is bite your tongue. That means speak a little, because don't too much say something about it. And apart from that, next is cut to the chase. That means just come on the main point and discuss what happened. And apart from that, you can say uh, you are on roll. It means you are doing great, fantastic. And apart from that, I'm all ears. That means I'm ready to listen and I'm very focused and I'm listening to you. And I'm rooting for you. It means I am completely and strongly supporting you. There are so many idioms which we can use. So what is the main motto behind telling and sharing those idioms with you? So the thing is, I just want to tell you one thing, that I also don't have that experience of using these idiom in my spoken. Now I feel that I can start using at least two idiom in one day, and that's how I will get into this habit of using these. So let's start with two idioms per day, and after some time we will have lots of idioms in our back of the mind and we will be more habitual of using those. I think that's it for today's video, and I have shared lots of things which I was like thinking of, but now I am talking about different things. So there are so many mispronounced words which you need to focus on, because I'm also learning those, that how to pronounce right in a right way some words. Apart from that, try to use and speak tongue twisters. It will help you a lot. Apart from that, we can do reading practice as much as we can, and we can try to read same paragraph at least 2 times, 3 times, or you can read any kind of script. It's not a big deal. And just try to speak that in your natural way, how you express yourself when you are communicating with someone, when you are expressing and you are explaining something to you and to other person also. And that's it, I think, for today. And just don't skip your practice of English. I'm not saying just because I am trying to motivate myself, I am already motivated. But the thing is, if someone has watched this video till the end, it means he is motivated, she is motivated to change and to practice their English. And yeah, good luck, break a leg. And that's it from my side. See you in the next video. Okay, bye.